This part of the Great North Walk is actually about 10 kilometres to the northwest of Gosford. The walk starts from the Trackhead on the Old Pacific Highway, where it crosses Mooney Mooney Bridge, goes underneath the F3 and follows along the western side of the creek until it crosses over at about a 5 kilometre mark, goes past the old Lower Mooney Dam, then heads up the hill, past a few quarries, then turns onto Robinson Road, onto Sylvester's Road, and then you turn left onto Wiseman's Ferry to get to Somersby store. The Mooney Mooney Creek Trackhead has space for several cars to park along the edge of the road. We're going to head down the hill towards the bridge over Mooney Mooney Creek. Mooney Mooney Creek is quite wide here and also tidal. And once we cross the bridge, we'll cross the road and turn right into Quarry Road. This gives a great view of the over 1 kilometre long concrete bridge of the F3 freeway. Once we get to the end of the road, we'll follow the track up the hill, around the lock gate and into the National Park. From here we shortly arrive at the south camping area. A bit boggy over there. I think it'd be very noisy at night. Better to walk on a few hundred metres to the north camping ground along this very pleasant trek. This is the north camping ground. A lot more pleasant and probably a lot quieter at night. Crossing the creek, the track starts to climb. The steeper it gets, the more eroded and rocky it becomes. Soon we arrive at the rock platform where we will cross the Mooney Mooney Creek. This is a nice spot for a rest. It's 5.5 kilometres into the walk. To continue our walk, we need to cross the creek and head up the track on the far side. The track soon levels out and is a very pleasant walk. About 1 kilometre along, we arrive at the site of the old pump house for the Lower Mooney Reservoir, which is on the left hand side of the trek. No longer used. And council certainly don't want you walking out onto the dam wall. From here, the track continues to climb gently at first, and then more steeply. Once we get to the top of this climb, We pass where the old Somersby Falls track used to go off on the right. Today the signpost simply tells you you're on the right track. A few hundred meters on, the track will turn left. If we were to continue straight on, it will take us up to Somersby Gardens. Soon we arrive at the Quarry camping ground. This is a really nice little camping ground. It's level, it's sandy, fireplace. Nice little place to stop for the night. Back on the track, we soon arrive at the fence along the edge of the quarry, so we follow the track along the fence line over some boardwalks, and eventually the track joins up with the main maintenance track. After a few hundred meters, we arrive at large water tanks. We walk past the tanks and past the treatment shed and continue following the Great North Walk. This is a nice shady part of the track. The shields make it very, very pleasant. Soon we come out onto Reservoir Road. This is a closed road taking us down to the main reservoir. Here we simply cross it. The track does some turns around various maintenance tracks to keep out of the private property. And again, as it starts to climb, it gets a bit rougher. One little section here is quite steep, but it brings us out to the end of the power line maintenance road. We walk up this road for a few hundred meters and then turn off to the left. The Gamma lilies, these leaves are about 2 meters high, and the flower grows to about 4 to 5 meters with a huge flower head. We follow the track down till it comes to the creek. There's a few of these nice little cascades along this creek. Shortly after this, we will turn left and cross the creek. And climb back up the other side of the valley. The track was rather muddy and slippery and wet, but soon we come out onto a major maintenance track. We follow that along. Here's a nice little clearing with some pine trees, probably reflecting earlier occupation. The Great North Walk heads off from the maintenance track, and shortly after the little bit of boardwalk, the bridge which will bring us into Robinson Road appears. Here it's a walk along this dirt road, probably half a kilometre or so, before it becomes Sylvester's Road, which is sealed. And we have another kilometre or so to walk out on the Wiseman's Ferry Road. And from there, we will follow the trek up to Somersby Store. Time for a nice cool drink.